Hey everyone.
Hi. Have fun.
Okay.
I'm just here for Streamlabs support.
Alright. So I'm Jon-Paul here at Ashley's house with her nice stream setup to playtest her game. So here we go. Let's try it. I've been to the sprint reviews, but I haven't seen any gameplay of this, and I guess I saw Ashley stream it a little bit, but I don't know much besides what you've said. So, okay, here we go. So let me talk about the art first of all. I love the art. Seeing this makes me want to play it. One thing I hadn't noticed before is how shiny the cat head is. Is that an astronaut helmet? I guess it is. It looks cool from a graphics perspective because I can see the reflections, but
He's not a cat.
oh,
Sorry.
what is he?
It's a boy in a cat suit.
Oh, okay.
Not a cat though. I got your back, team. I got your back.
I wonder, seeing it, if I know this seems subtle, but it's just something that really stands out to me. Maybe because I do graphics, but I wonder if that reflection could be turned down just a little bit so people aren't looking at it so much. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, love the art style. Okay, so I see this little fish and what looks like a health meter. I remember in sprint reviews you saying that the weapon would auto switch. This looks like a hammer, not a harpoon. Oh, but I guess the health meter is going down. Okay, so I'm wondering, I guess my first question is, as a player, what am I supposed to do? So I just went up and started clicking, but I didn't really know, and then I killed it and got fish, so I think, okay, I have fish. Oh, that just turned to an axe, okay. So I was supposed to hammer the thing. And I seem to be collecting these. So what I was kind of expecting was that this rock would go away, but it seems like it's not, and I can just get as many as I want. So I'm probably going to file that in my memory banks and think, okay, if I need rocks, I can go there. Is this the reflection down there, or is that something underneath? That square is kind of distracting. Oh, we've got floaty jumps. That's probably a Unreal thing, right? I know I keep talking about graphic stuff. This seems weird to me, how dark it is and how the water is suddenly completely black with the reflections over there. Okay, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm gonna try and swim over here because it was there. Okay, so I see the floating islands. This island doesn't seem to have much to do. So I'm going to try maybe going to another island where I see some structures on top of it. I like that I can bunny hop across the water. That's good. Oh, look at that. Once in a blue moon, am I right? Cool gloss map here on the floor. Nice work, guys. Oh, this looks like something I can collect. Okay, so I got 2 gold bricks. So not as the player that I'm playing as right now, but as Jon-Paul, having come to your sprint reviews, I know that I am supposed to build stuff to climb up to islands, but that hasn't been obvious at all to me as just playing, you know, pretending to have a fresh mind. I can see that I'm collecting stuff, but I'm not really sure why or what I'm supposed to be doing with it. If that makes sense. So I can see that there is a big spot to the UI that shows that. So I'm thinking, okay, my job is to collect things. My job as a player. But it doesn't seem clear to me why. So I'm starting to look around and I see, oh, press B for building mode, current height. So as sort of a forensic examination, I see that. I honestly didn't see that before. Maybe it's because Ashley has this really long curved monitor. Like I noticed the moves in the lower right hand corner, but I didn't notice those. But it seems like it's something that the game is offering but not really teaching, right? There's nothing that comes up and says you might want to do this. But since I've gone to different islands and haven't found anything, I started looking around and saw that, so I'm going to try pushing B for building mode now. Okay, so I see this ramp, and I'm kind of trying the keys that I see on screen. So as a player, I'm thinking, am I supposed to, like I'm kind of wondering whether I should just start trying different keys or what my expectations are. So I figure there's probably other pieces I can make, and there's probably things I can do like rotating, but I guess the first thing I'm going to try is just pushing the left mouse button because that's common. But it doesn't seem like that is placing it, so I'm going to try the right mouse button. I'm going to try space, that jumps. I'm going to start trying. Oh, okay. So Q seems to rotate it. It doesn't say that anywhere, so I'm going to guess E rotates no. Okay. So I'm kind of talking out loud, so you know what I'm doing, but I'm now just pushing random keys, and oh, that's building mode. So that seems like probably not the best thing that you want your player to do. Oh, I haven't pushed my number keys yet. Right, so as a player now, I'm sort of, rather than trusting that the game is going to teach me how to play. If you've noticed, I've kind of gone into the mode of, oh, well, I've gone in building mode, but now what? And I'm sort of trying to kind of figure out how to teach myself. And especially if this is aimed at, my recollection is this is aimed at a young audience. So far, oh, what tab? Okay. Nice. So, I would probably pretty strongly recommend thinking of better ways of teaching the player what I'm supposed to be doing and how to do it. So I'm in tab now. Oh, okay. So I can choose different things, and now things are behaving differently. So I can see that I have all these pieces to select. So unless I missed it, I didn't see tab anywhere before. I still don't know how to place these when I'm in building mode, but let's try this because it looks fun. So I'm going to guess, can I just tab out and now I have that? Yes. I still don't really know how to place it. The fact that there's a red outline around it, maybe that's what it's telling me. So I'm going to go back to this original place where I started, where there was a ramp already. I'm kind of thinking, well, I can tell that I'm supposed to be building stuff, and I found this tab screen that has all these different pieces, but I haven't found a way of placing it yet. But I see this ramp, so I'm going to come back. Oh, and look, it's not red anymore. But I'm going to go back into tab and see if I can find another ramp like I had before. Okay, it says basic ramp, a basic incline, It says 21 out of 1, so I guess that's saying that I have 21 of those and it costs 1 to make. So I'm going to tab out, and I figured out how to rotate it earlier by just pushing buttons, so Q, okay. So I'm going to try and get up to that. Okay. That, I guess I see what's happening. Alright, so red means I can't build, green means I can. So can you see that it's hard for me to place it there? That seems... okay, so now I see, but I have to get pretty close to the top there, and this seems like it doesn't really line up. Like I would have expected that if I were here, it would build it on the same vertical plane like it is, but there seems to be kind of a halfway mark there, and then a full mark, but maybe that's intentional. But I'm sure you've worked on this a lot, so I'm probably trivializing it, but as a first experience, it seems like it would be nice if this could somehow snap more readily to where I probably want to do it. So if I'm building incline ramps like this, if it would help me, right? Like if I'm here, did you notice how I was moving the mouse all around and doing that to try and get it to snap into place? So I don't know, something to think about. Okay, I made it to the island. Here we go. So what's up here? Okay, so I see another rock. Oh, okay, not a rock. I'm building some kind of I-beams. That's nice. So I have the same question that I had before. Can I do this as long as I want, or does it exhaust? I don't see any indication that it has less or more than it did before, but I'm going to stop there at 10. I see these blocks, so I kind of wonder the same thing. So now I'm looking around wondering what I'm supposed to do. I see an island there and an island there and an island there. So again, I kind of know you're supposed to build up to islands because I saw your sprint review, but there's nothing here intrinsically in the game that really tells me what I'm supposed to do, and I also wonder, I mean, I could try to get to any of these islands, but as a player sort of finding my own way, I'm asking myself, which islands would I want to get to and why? So out there I can see another rock, but it looks kind of like the rock I have down there that I have 19 of. These I don't see anything, but there's kind of a hole in that one, so I'm gonna try it and go there, but not really for any reason besides why not, and I don't know what else to do, and I'm gonna try and sort of build up so that maybe I can see what's on both of these before I decide. Oh, so did you hear there was a little disappointment in my voice because I saw that and I thought, oh, it's another one of those rocks that I already apparently have an inexhaustible supply of. Now my guess is that's probably not true. It's probably not inexhaustible. But I haven't seen any indication to make me think otherwise. So when I say it's probably not, that's because games have taught me that it's probably not, right? But it's not really something that I'm necessarily excited about, because I think, oh, I already have that, and I didn't stop building because I ran out. I stopped digging stuff because I got tired of digging and I seem to have enough. Okay, let's go out of building mode. Let's see if this gives me anything different. I'm wondering, is it going to fall down the hole? Is that why there's a hole there? Oh, it's more I-beams. Is that... Okay, so I'm a little confused. Let me talk you through what I was thinking. When I started, there was this brown rock, and didn't that give me the little platforms? Yes, it did. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, it started with two. And then I saw this kind of gray rock, and that gave me an I-beam. So when I saw this brown rock, I thought it was going to give me the the first ones, but instead it seems to be giving me the I-beams again. And also, I mean, I know I'm hammering on this point, pardon the pun, but I guess it's not a hammer, it's an axe. But I still don't really see any indication about, should I keep digging? Like, is this eventually going to run out and I should get as many as I can? Is there a limit to how many I earn? But it feels like I can just do this forever, so I think why do it? Because I can just come back if I need more. I still don't know why there's a hole above it. Okay, so I'm going to try going up. Oh, build mode. Have you considered letting E rotate it the other way so I don't have to go around? I mean, that seems like it would be a nice symmetrical way of doing it. If there's a reason not to do that, maybe E does something else, think about it, but... And I know I've said this before, but it feels like I have to get really close to the edge to do this. Oops, I went too high. Okay, that's cool. Not that there's any fall damage or anything. I mean, maybe there is that I don't know about. Do you see... Yeah, same problem here. So I feel like, oh, if I get too high, it's going to be up here, and then it kind of snaps down low. It seems like I should be able to build it straight out from where I'm standing now. Do you see how I'm kind of struggling with that? Because I've been taught that if I go to do the ramps, I have to get right up to the edge, like that. But then that kind of snaps down. But then I wonder why here it doesn't snap to where I want to go. So I'm... Yeah, it's kind of weird how it's on a plane. I wonder even, usually when you're building with one of these, you'll want it's a ground plane, right? So it seems like even just visually, it should maybe be on the same level as your feet. Does that make sense when I'm saying it? It feels like there's, like I haven't quite figured out the rules of this, and it's fine. I can make it all work, but it doesn't seem intuitive. Rather than just, it doesn't feel like I'm just building as I go and thinking about where I want to go. It seems like a lot of my mental energy is spent figuring out how to build rather than where and what to build, if that makes sense. So as a player, and I know this is a really hard problem, but as a player, I don't really want to expend so much energy figuring out how and where to place it. I want to just kind of let my creativity, right? I want to be thinking, where do I go and what do I want to build, rather than how do I do this and how do I place it? Okay, so I see a rock. I'm not sure what color it is because, oh, I got a hockey puck. Okay, so I see that this is a new color of stuff, but I don't know what it is, so I'm going to go into build mode. I'm going to go into build mode and kind of look around at stuff. So I see these little gray stones that I have, and there are some I-beams. Alright, so I can see that I can use those brown stones for other stuff. So I see this helps repel baddies. That makes me ask myself, are there baddies that I want to repel and why? Attract birds so they won't attack your buildings. Catches fish from the ocean. So again, team, and I know it's not finished, but I feel like I'm not really sure. When I see these things, I think, are there baddies, and what am I supposed to be protecting? And catching fish, am I supposed to be catching fish? I see that I have 10 fish from the very first when I hammered that poor floating fish thing. And here it says it mines for you, so that actually sounds cool. Maybe I'm gonna go do that. But it feels like everything I've done so far has been, oh, there's some interesting stuff. Like everything I've done so far has just been building because I haven't known what else to do, and I'm not really sure. I just assumed there's no fall damage. Okay, good. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. So you're putting a lot of responsibility on the player to kind of figure out what they're supposed to be doing, and maybe that's what you want to do. But I think there's a little bit of a danger there, because there's not really any if there's not really any motivation for them to know what they're supposed to do. And so if this is the only game they have to play, and if the art style attracts them enough, then sure. But as someone, when there's so many options in indie games, right? Like I think there's a little bit of a danger with the way this is, that I'll say, okay, this seems cute, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, and I could go play another building game, right? Like I think it would really help me to have a goal and an idea of why I'm playing and what I'm trying to do and why I would want to do that. And I guess now that I'm talking out loud, I remember in Sprint Review there was that opening cinematic that I probably haven't seen, and maybe that would answer some of the questions. So I don't know, maybe, take it for whatever it's worth. This isn't mines for you, and I want to have something mined for me. Where was that? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna put it right here. Did it work? Start mining, little auto miner. Is it doing anything? Wait, where did my little gray bricks go? I thought that only cost 1 to make. How much did it cost? Didn't I have more of those? Oh, maybe I built so much stuff. Okay, never mind. Luckily, I can just go mine some more. Okay. I guess I used more to build up those ramps than I realized. I know I've mentioned this 3 times now, and this is the 4th. But I'm still confused whether this is an inexhaustible supply of these gray stones. And if it is, I'm wondering why I have to mine them here rather than... Right, it feels like... It feels like it's like I have to go back to my home base to get this, but then when I come back here, why do I have to spend time clicking, right? There's not really a reward. It's almost like all these things I want to build, I have to have this gray thing and I can come get it here. But if I didn't notice it happen, but I was really close, right? Almost out. So let's say that I've been building up here and then I got this far and I didn't have quite enough and I only needed 1 more. I'm going to think, beans. I have to go all the way back down here. And, oops. I have to go all the way back down here, I mean. And click the mouse a bunch of times. And then the trade-off, not risk-reward, what's the trade-off? Like the trade-off in my mind, I think, well, ideally I would just sit here and get as many as possible, but then I get kind of bored sitting here clicking the mouse button, right? I mean, ideally I'd want to have as many of these as possible so I could just keep building. So I wonder if there's a way you can add a little bit of gameplay rather than having this inexhaustible rock. It's good that we don't run out of things, but maybe even if this one could run out and then I had to go find another one, and it was never that far away, but at least there was some, right, there was a reason for me to think, how many do I want to get before I start building, and if I do run out, rather than thinking, oh, the reason I might not want to build this or this is because it's just going to take me more time and I have to go back to home base and keep clicking the mouse for a few minutes. If instead of that it was more of an enjoyable penalty where it's like, okay, if I use all of these, I have to go find the new place where it came from. I don't know. Is my auto miner doing anything? Where is that auto miner? I feel like this auto miner is not doing its job. Okay, well, it looks cool, I guess. What else can I build? A piece of floating island. Attract birds. So do birds attack my building? Does that happen later? Look, this doesn't even cost anything. Yeah, I'm gonna get a bird feeder. It doesn't even cost anything, right? Let's see. Bird feeder. Oh, it's cute. Oh no. I'm getting confused by this a lot when I'm in this tab. I try to move, and then it does stuff. I don't really know. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if other play testers have run into that, but I wonder if there's another way to navigate, but maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, let's place it here. Got my bird feeder. Didn't cost me a single penny. Cool material. Whoever made that, nice work. It looks very much like fresh paint. Okay, so just like the auto miner, I don't know if that bird is gonna start attracting stuff. So I have my 63 silver thing, so I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to go to other islands. I guess that one's next. A basic wall. Why would I want a wall? I guess we'll find out one day. This might get away from the simplicity you're trying, but sort of along the same lines as I talked about, maybe letting E rotate it the other way, right? You remember me saying that? Maybe R and F could help move it up and down rather than me having to place it there. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm not saying do that for sure, but it's still, I like the simplicity of it. I don't want you to move away from that, but I also feel like maybe. Oh yeah, look at that sideways building I did. It feels like it's not immediately obvious where I want to place stuff. Okay, so this is giving me the same material that I had before, so that's nice. I guess it means I don't have to go back to home base. It might be nice if that sun moved smoothly. Maybe you're doing that on purpose to show the passage of time, but I have not noticed it before, so it's not a big deal, but it might be something to think about. Okay. Oh no, I can't get where I wanted to go. Can I jump up there? Do you think? Yes. Yes. No problem. Okay. Uh-oh. How did it go down there? I guess because it was snapping because I had it oriented that way. So you are kind of doing what I'm saying you should. So that's good. I think it's good. It's just maybe not quite. So that just looks like another rock. I'm gonna skip that rock and go to this island that looks more interesting. Because it's not. it's not really making me too excited to just build to these islands and then mine stuff that I already have. I think I was gonna say correct me if I'm wrong, but you can't talk back, you're just watching this. But I think the reason you're doing that is to avoid the time penalty I was talking about, so I don't have to go all the way down to home base. But it feels like that's not really enough reward for me. Like I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing on these islands, but this island at least, it looks kind of like a nice mausoleum. So as a player, that feels like more of a reward to me than here's more stuff to build. I like the idea of kind of shortcuts, so I don't have to go so far back, but that hasn't felt motivating enough so far, because it feels like I'm building just so I can build more, if that makes sense. So like the reward is you don't have to go far back, you don't have to go as far back to build more stuff, but I'm thinking, why am I even building in the first place, right? It's helping me to do this, but I'm still looking for that original motivation of why am I building up here? What am I trying to do? Is the reward building? Is that the actual intrinsic fun of the game, or are there other rewards that I'm going to get? And this this mausoleum is built around this rock, but I don't seem to be getting anything out of the rock. Please, rock. So I'm going to start exploring. Oh, look, I got another gold bar. That's good. I don't remember if these levels are procedurally generated or if it's the same every time. Oh, look, there's lots of stuff up there. How did I miss that one? Okay, so this mausoleum wasn't quite as exciting as I was hoping for, but now I can see that other island that does look exciting. Do you think I can get up here? Made it. So now that I've complained about not wanting to build, right, now I'm gonna have to eat my words, because rather than having to go all the way back down, this is nice. I only have to go this far. I don't remember which of these were which. I've mentioned that a bunch. I'm just going to mention it again because it's coming up. Oh, this is the fancy hockey puck, which is good, but that's not what I need right now. It's hard for me to tell these rocks apart. I'm not really sure what they do and how they... Okay, good. This is what I want.
Disembodied hand. I'll do a hand puppet.
Huh?
It's time.
No, I need to get to the island. I'm so close.
Okay.
Wait, what did I do?
Well, I'm trying to keep you to time.
Team, this is something I haven't seen before. So I don't know what I just did or how I get out of it. Was that just build mode? Okay. Ashley's trying to get me to stop, but I want to get to this last island and then we'll stop. I just want to see what's there.
Just one more level.
Yeah.
Just one more level.
Okay, here we go. Also, this black oil slick water is... Oh wait, where do I go? Okay. we're almost there. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't matter which way these are oriented. The lip is just a decoy. I'm here, I made it. I made it to... Oh, look at that. It's a nice reflection of the actual sign. Nice light probe work, whoever did that. Okay, so my time is up, but I made it to a nice island that looks interesting.
To Dev Island?
I don't know. I don't know. So again, it was fun to get here to even something new, but I guess my reaction would be the same thing that I've said a lot. It feels like I saw this and I was really excited because it wasn't just another island with a rock. But now that I'm here, there was nothing. I got here and I was excited, right? I even wanted to keep playing so I could get here. But now that I'm here, it feels like, oh, but something new didn't happen. There's cool stuff, but I don't know what all this is, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. So there. I mean, it seems like a simple thing because it's not related to gameplay or anything. But I guess that's something to think about. That's been probably my biggest reaction to playing this, is I'm not really sure why I'm doing this and why I would want to keep doing this. It feels like I don't really have clear goals that are rewarding. So if the goal is, if the gameplay is for people that like to build stuff, then that's fine and it looks good, but that would be my recommendation. It seems like I need a little bit more. I need to know why I'm building and what I'm trying to get to. But anyway, thank you, team. Hopefully some of this was useful for you.